So I'm sitting here, 8 feet or so up in a tree. Beautiful swamp tree. Up on this big stump. And me and the boys and the dog are grazing the goats here in the swamp. Yep. They find it on the long grass. Another browse. The boys are finding sticks and knocking all the dead branches down. A lot of these are bald cypress. I really don't know what kind of swamp oak this is. If anyone knows, there's just bark. There's just leaves. Did you make it up? Here, grab my hand.
I was using the pump that feels solid. And it was solid. I just had to knock some branches off.
There you go, you can have it to yourself. Look at these trees. Some of them still have their leaves on it. They grow in the swamp amongst the cypress. They get these stumps. Maybe they get really big. Maybe someone cut it down. Maybe they got disease and got knocked down and then grew back. This crazy function. But, I mean, you can see how big some of the cypress trees used to be that were in here. As you can see, the stumps. But, I mean, this one is just enormous. I mean, he jumped out. But just for scale, like I got a size 13 foot. And it just, I mean, maybe 10 of mine across.
Hey, Dada.
The 1 second, buddy. The swamp will fill up when the river floods up. At a point, we have this tall mound here, this peninsula, and this kind of a horseshoe from over there wrapping around here, around the corner, and then it wraps back around there, this horseshoe that fills in with water from the river, which is pretty cool when it happens. It's very, very beautiful. This is what sold us on our property. Was when we first came out here. We came down here to the swamp and we just fell in love instantly. I mean, it's just another world down here. We come in here and save the fish and tadpoles from the pools when they dry up and they fill up all winter, typically. We're in I guess like late fall right now, early November. Yeah, let's go watch the goats for a minute. The goats get sketched out and then they'll go forward and then they'll come back to us. And they'll probably backtrack all the way back around if we don't keep moving. But that's really the best grazing, browsing right now is right in front of me right there, so they'll probably hit all that. I want to talk about this too. We have the wild hogs that have been coming up in here. That might be a, I'm pretty sure that's a pig track. Pretty big. Like 2 inches. They've been coming in here, stirring all this up. A lot of leaves have fallen since I last came back in here, but I have all these stirred up spots. They've been coming and rooting through and taking mud baths. This is the wettest spot right now. It's been really dry recently. We haven't had much rain. A lot of leaves have fallen in here. I wanted to get a video before that, but definitely stirred up by some pigs. And not our pigs. They haven't been down here yet. I don't think we will bring them down here, knowing that the wild hogs frequent this spot. We don't want to take from them. We don't want to spread disease to ours or to them. Goat prints, deer prints, pig prints. Kind of all look the same to me. I haven't quite learned to differentiate them. The dogs finally settled down. Just found a bone or some plastic. A lot of trash washes up in here when the river floods up. We find all types of stuff from...
Not a bone, Dada.
Yeah, I think it's some plastic. Yeah. That's okay. A lot of plastic. We get gas cans, flower pots, telephone poles, propane tanks, all types of stuff wash up here. Trampolines. But this island is pretty. I'm thinking of coming in and thinning out the pines, just dropping them as green mulch, thinning out the sweet gums that are in here, leaving the maples, leaving the bigger sweet gums, leaving the magnolia or magnolias, and planting some type of locust along in here that can kind of take over and be controlled by the super wet grounds of the swamp here. I don't think they'll want to grow in this. I mean, I'm sinking into it as we stand here, and we haven't had solid rain in over a month.
Can you stop the video?
Yep. Well, you heard it. Gotta stop. But thanks for watching. The goats are disappearing into the peninsula. Sounds like a good watching. Check out some of our other videos and please subscribe.